What's up, my Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius? Thank y'all for bringing y'all asses up in here when it pertains to your monthly forecast reading, okay? And what this energy of July has in store for you, baby, okay? Y'all, this month is going to be heavy, okay? As I keep pulling the cards for all of the signs, for all of the cardinal mutable fix, it just seems like, look, July is going to be one of those months to where it's going to feel so spiritually renewing and so spiritually refreshing, but it's also going to be a wake-up call for so many of us. And even the energy that came out for y'all was very similar to my cardinal signs, okay? But I need y'all to also understand that this month is going to be a retrograde month. Okay, so this month we're going to go through like a lot of heavy energy, heavy emotions, a lot of reflecting, resetting, renewing, releasing, and this is going to be a month to where it's like, all right, it's time to get our shit back in order, okay? This is one of those months to where many of us will be slowed down just so we are able to observe where we need to do better, grow better, plant better, and mature better, okay? And this energy came out very heavily for y'all. So before we tap into the tarot cards, y'all, let's actually tap into what are the lessons that you will be learning in this month, okay? So first off, grief. Many of y'all will be feeling or experiencing the energy of grief because some of y'all may be grieving over something, letting go of something, saying goodbye to something. If one of y'all maybe have experienced maybe death of somebody that you knew or close to you, my condolences to you. This one says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, okay? So whether you are losing a person, losing a job, losing a friend, losing a relationship, some of y'all will be going through some heavy energy this month when it pertains to what you are being asked to say goodbye to. And this is one of the reasons why I feel like the Five of Cups came out for y'all, okay? Because the Five of Cups does represent loss. And with this card coming out, some of y'all will be having to really go through some mourning. And this can even represent maybe mourning the old you this month, okay? Damn, this is who I was in the first half of this year, January through June. Now going into July, I feel this need to refresh myself. And some of y'all will mourn the old you. Some of y'all will mourn the old habits, the old peoples, the old things that you were connected to that you just probably no longer feel safe, stable, or just growing in right now. So a lot of y'all will be having to say goodbye to the bullshit that just no longer resonate with you as an individual, okay? Y'all also did get courage. This card says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence, okay? So a lot of y'all, like I said, will be facing a lot of things this month, but you have to have that motherfucking confidence to keep pushing through no matter what. Find that courageous spirit that you know that you have within you, baby, okay? And light it the fuck up, all right? This is also why the death card came out for y'all. All right, so a lot of y'all, like I always tell y'all asses is not dying whenever the death card comes out. But the death card is one of those cards so where a lot of y'all will be going through a lot of renewals, okay? Having to really make sure that you're closing out the chapters, closing out the old you, closing out the relationships, the jobs, and whatever else that just no longer serve you, and making space for rebirth, making space to open some new doors, okay? So don't be afraid to say bye-bye, okay, to the shit that just needs to go, okay? And then this is also why, first off, Judgment came out. A lot of y'all will be doing some heavy evaluating in your life right now, okay? This one says, I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges, okay? So a lot of y'all need to really make sure that with this Judgment card coming out, you're not judging yourself because you feel like you're not where you need to be or you thought you was going to be this year or in this month, okay? But also with the Judgment card coming out, as you are making those realizations of maybe not being where you want to be, this is a great time to, once again, observe, focus, really pay attention to what's going on within you and around you. Your habits, your patterns, your routines, your efforts, your consistency, maybe your lack of consistency. Like I said, one of those eye-opening months for you to where it's like, all right, you want better, you got to do better, you got to move better, okay? And also guilt came out lastly for y'all. A lot of y'all need to really make sure that you're releasing any type of built-up guilt or pain or hurt or trauma that you're holding on to that it's time to motherfucking say goodbye to, okay? So that's what this energy is giving. When it pertains to your life-clarifying cards, mutable signs, y'all did get trust yourself this month. Okay, trust yourself. This one says, let your intuition be the compass that leads you through these murky waters in the month of July, okay? You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your decisions. You have to trust this person that you are growing into or about to start evolving into right now, okay? So trust your process and trust your journey. You also did give up control. Give up feeling like you always have to be in control right now, okay? Release your grip on outcomes, okay? I manifested this, so where's my dream guy? Where's my dream girl? Okay, I did this. I should be having money in my bank account right now. Let go of those outcomes, baby, okay? Release the feel like you have to have that grip or feel like you are in control, baby, okay? The universe, God is in control right now, okay? So this is one of those things where it's like embrace the present moment and the wisdom that you are learning from it. And, you know, based on the challenges and the obstacles that are in your way from, you know, in right now in this moment for you, okay? Whatever challenges, whatever obstacles that's in your way are lessons that you're being asked to learn, okay? Not lessons that you're being asked to find ways to, you just, you know, either sit in or feel like, oh my God, okay, I overcame the lesson. When is it going to come? Like, still shit takes time to be repaired, be refreshed, be rebuilt, okay? So you have to make sure that you're giving yourself time to, like, you know what, let me surrender. Let me just make sure that I'm telling the universe what I desire, what I want, what I need, and whatever obstacle and challenges that I may be going through, I'm going to find a way to get over. But I'm not going to look for it in a way to where it's like, look, I came over it, now this should be coming my way. I came over those challenges. I came over that obstacle. Now it's just time for me to make sure that I just keep surrendering and keep going along this journey as I'm figuring out it along the way. Okay, this process, this month is going to be all about figuring out you and figuring out your next steps along the motherfucking way. Okay, without feeling like you have to be in control of knowing exactly where you're going to be or what time you're going to get there. Let that energy go. Okay, so this one also says the mountain of mastery. Okay, this one says ascend towards doing some self-realization this month and really make sure that you're finding ways to embrace new pathways of learning about yourself and growing. You also did get the souls of balance. The souls of balance, okay? Seek equal energy in your love life and in your career, harmonizing the inner scale to weigh decisions with both your heart and your mind. So, like I said, even with the Justice card coming out for y'all mutable signs, this is going to be a month to where a lot of y'all are needing to really focus on balance, needing to really focus on getting yourself back into order, okay? So with this Justice card coming out, a lot of y'all will be being faced with the truth. A lot of y'all are being asked to be more honest with yourself, being more honest with the people and your habits and your routines and the energies that's happening around you. That's what this energy is giving, because a lot of y'all will be going through some life lessons. And then lastly, you did get the web of connections. This one says, weave your connections thoughtfully, creating a supportive web that can uplift you. So a lot of y'all are also being asked to maybe make some more healthier connections, whether it's work connections, love connections, friendships, whatever. You know, this is maybe a great time to really network or find your own sense of community when it pertains to maybe what you're looking for, whether maybe even if it's therapy, maybe it's art, maybe it's dancing, maybe you want to take this type of class, maybe you want to find a community that may be into the same things that you're into as far as your TV shows or whatever. Something to where you can kind of find like a safe space, and that space can allow you to grow or evolve or feel creative or feel like you're igniting something, okay? So that's what this energy is giving. When it pertains to y'all crystal cards, y'all also did get a gate. So these are some crystal cards that you can buy to help you with this month. This one is AGATE, a gate, and this one says get back into balance. Okay, like I said, this is a real get back into balance type month, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, okay, when it pertains to where you're out of balance, okay, or maybe where you thought you was in balance, okay. You also did get Labradorite, and this one says see the magic. See the magic. See the magic within yourself, what you're creating, what you're pushing towards, what you're releasing. See the magic and everything that's kind of just like boosting up for you. You also did get speak your truth. Speak your truth, all right? So utilize that throat chakra. Utilize maybe expressing yourself, journaling, writing, maybe letting your voice be heard. Speak your truth. So this one is SODALITE, okay? SODA, like soda, light, okay? And then you also got aquamarine. This one says go with the flow this month. Once again, that goes right back into like the surrendering. Go with the flow, aquamarine, okay? AQUAMARINE. And this one is also called golden Hilla quartz. I know y'all may not be able to see it because it's white. This one says open the door. And this can go two ways. Open the door to release the bullshit, but also open the door to bring in the new that you need this month, okay? And also open the door to walk towards whatever you are trying to embrace as well. And then lastly, Garnet, GARNET, ignite your passion. Ignite your passions when it pertains to whatever that you may be igniting for yourself this month, or maybe even reigniting that you probably kind of like let it burn out, or you kind of like let it burn for too long. It's time to reignite some things or ignite some things that can kind of get your body and your energy moving. One last lesson card that I did not show y'all that I forgot because it was hidden. Health. I think health is going to be such a major thing for my mutable signs, okay? Because like I said, a lot of y'all really may be in like this depressive state. A lot of y'all need to go to the doctor. A lot of y'all need to maybe take some more of your vitamins, get your energy right. A lot of y'all may be being asked to like drink some more teas, get some more proper rest. Taking care of your health mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally is so important for y'all this month, okay? So I need y'all to really make sure that you're doing that. Going into the tarot cards, like I said, the world came out in reverse. The world is all about how we feel wholesome and how we feel complete. But whenever the world card comes out in reverse, like I said, mutable signs. Y'all may feel like you're not progressing this month. Y'all may feel stuck. Y'all may feel like, oh my God, I'm not really achieving the things that I want to achieve. Some of y'all may be really sitting in disappointment. But this is going to be a month to where it's like, let's not think like that. Let's not move like that. Let's not focus on that. With the Queen of Cups coming out, a lot of y'all need to really just embrace being more vulnerable, but also nurturing yourself and nurturing your journey and process right now, okay? Some of y'all may need to maybe call on some people that, you know, that can maybe even give you that boost of inspiration or that light or that encouragement that you need, whether it's maybe a mother figure, auntie, uncle, whoever, okay? But this is a time to where a lot of y'all will be feeling a lot of things deeply this month, and I really feel like a lot of y'all need to just make sure that you're finding ways to not allow the disappointment, the depression, the sadness to overtake you and take over the motherfucking wheel. You need to make sure that you have your hands on that motherfucking wheel when it pertains to how you're directing your life right now, okay? And how you're keeping yourself going through the speed bumps, through the potholes, through the fucked up curbs and shit, okay? Through the cars that's sitting on the side, okay? How are you pushing forward? And this is why the Two of Wands came out in reverse. The Two of Wands is all about how we plot, how we plan, how we explore, how we figure out, but it came out in reverse for y'all. So it's like y'all are being very hesitant to move. Y'all are being hesitant to change or embracing change. So it's like, stop neglecting yourself, restricting yourself, or constantly living in like this indecisiveness. Get more decisive about who you are and what you want in this new month and in this next 6 months, okay? Which is the second half of this year. Like I said, a lot of y'all are being asked to rebuild your strength, because with the strength card coming out in reverse, some of y'all may be feeling weak. Some of y'all may be being very codependent on certain maybe things or relationships or substances that just may not be good for you. So with the strength card in reverse, like I said, a lot of y'all may feel like you have even like low self-esteem or feel like you are just not enough. And I need to really feel like in the month of July, especially with this month involving Cancer season with the nurturing emotional energy, but then stepping into Leo season, I need y'all to find y'all motherfucking fire. I need y'all to find y'all strength. I need y'all to find that person, that hobby, that job, that friend, that whatever that you need right now to rebuild back who the fuck you are in this new month, in this new season, okay? This is still going to be a time and this is still going to be a month to where you're being asked to just kind of like meditate, reset yourself, ground yourself, and once you get yourself back into an alignment or in a good centered place, take that action, make those moves, okay? But don't feel like you have to be impulsive with it, because with the Knight of Swords coming out, you being impulsive, you rushing towards, you feeling like you have to have all of the answers now is going to make you feel more depleted, more disappointed, and more sad, okay? Move strategically, all right? So with the Hermit coming out in reverse, a lot of y'all will be going into like kind of hermit mode. A lot of y'all will be pulling yourself out of hermit mode as well, you know, kind of finding ways to kind of like rejoin the world. A lot of y'all will be kind of finding a way to kind of like go within to really heal and then kind of putting your stuff out there. I do feel like, you know, this may be also a month for y'all to where, like I said, some of y'all will be coming out of hermit mode, some of y'all will be stepping into hermit mode. Either way, both energies is needed, okay? I just really feel like this is a time to where a lot of y'all are needing to kind of really find that enthusiasm that you need for yourself again, for life. And some of y'all may have to kind of go into hermit mode to kind of find that again. Maybe taking a social media break or detox or friend break, going out break, you know, kind of just being in your own world, you know? And then some of y'all may find that enthusiasm, maybe not going into hermit mode and kind of just like, you know what? Let me start. Let me pursue. Let me do. So however you want to do it, it's up to you, and it's no wrong way. We are all different human beings, but this is a month to where you are being asked to kind of find that courage and that optimism, but also that energy to where it's like, challenge yourself this month. Challenge yourself to do better, eat better, move better, sleep better, okay? Evolve or ignite better, okay? That's what this energy is giving, and that's what I really want you to make sure that you're exploring. With the Empress card coming out, like I said, self-care and self-care, self-esteem, self-worth is very much high and important for y'all this month. With the Empress card coming out for my women, some of y'all possibly could be getting pregnant or maybe needing to kind of feel, like I said, mothered. So some of y'all may need to kind of like mother yourself or go to your mother to feel mothered or get some advice and guidance. Maybe some of y'all may need to go and, you know, go to therapy. Some of y'all may need to, you know, put your emotions into like your creativity, put your emotions into like your art. Find some ways to where you can find that empress energy, that feminine energy in within you, so you can receive what you desire. Okay, with the Ten of Cups in reverse, some of y'all may be having to work through some family issues, children issues. Some of y'all need to kind of get your home life together as well. I did also get the Lovers card coming out. Some of y'all could be stepping into some new love, or igniting a relationship. Maybe trying to heal a relationship with the Lovers card coming out. With the Sun coming out in reverse, I need y'all to really work on, like I said, your ego. I need you to work on your pride. I need you to work on to where you're not focusing so much on the negative this month. Mutable signs, like I said, y'all have a lot of work to do, a lot of healing to do, nurturing and growing to do, finding ways to honor yourself this month, giving yourself the grace and gratitude and the compliments that you deserve, and simply just surrendering to where the universe is pouring into you, and no longer feel like you have to keep overextending yourself to where you're draining yourself because you're carrying so much of the baggage and the weight and the emotional responsibilities. For some self-care tips, you got sync with the moon. Sync with the moon. The moon, I believe, has about 7 to 8 cycles, and each cycle we can feel different ways, feel different energies. Okay, so really make sure that you're tracking each moon progress maybe this month when it pertains to, like, okay, it's a full moon, I feel energetic, or it's the new moon, I feel like I want to relax, or it's the waning crescent moon and this is a time to where I feel like I want to initiate. Pay attention, focus on your intentions for each moon cycle. Write down how you're feeling when it pertains to what each cycle is bringing for you or how it makes you feel. Sync with the moon, and that can also help you throughout this month when it pertains to where you need to either ground yourself, relax, motivate yourself, push yourself. That's what this energy is giving, okay? And especially for my women, when it pertains to your period, that's also very good to make sure that you're sticking up your period with the moon and how that's aligning for you as well, okay? You also did get connect with the earth. Connect with the earth, okay? So a lot of y'all are also being asked to go outside, go get some sun. It's the summertime, okay? Go walk a trail, go hug a tree, okay? Go talk to the damn trees, okay? Connect with earth. Maybe do some gardening, maybe just have a little cookout, sit in the grass, walk barefoot in the grass. Let the energy of the soil and refuel you through your souls. Even use your hands, okay? You also did utilize your intuition. Your intuition will be very loud this month for you, okay? When it pertains to what signs is coming in, what your spirit guides are trying to show you. You also did get aromatherapy. Do some aromatherapy when it pertains to allowing yourself to be relaxed by certain scents, motivated by certain scents, loved and feeling cherished and safe by certain scents. Utilize aromatherapy when it pertains to how you need to, like, relax yourself or motivate yourself or feel sexy within yourself. Shit. And then connect with your ancestors. Maybe create an altar, refresh your altar, ask them questions, maybe do some ancestry type work or studies. And then you also lastly got create art. Create art, mutable signs, however you want to create art. And it doesn't always have to involve painting. Creating art can be you coming up with a dance move. It can be you making up a song. It can represent you painting, you making a new shirt, new jeans, redecorating something, okay? Fashion, however you like to create as an artist when it pertains to you, baby. Utilize that this month, okay? So mutable signs, like I said, this is going to be one of those months to where it didn't come out as heavy for you as cardinal signs, but it's going to be one of those months to where it's like, all right, I'm just trying to re-understand me, re-understand how I can value myself through the challenges, through the obstacles, through the speed bumps, okay? And realizing that I am worthy, realizing that I am needed, okay? And I don't feel like I have to, keep running away from this or settling for this. I deserve more, and you deserve to make sure that you're continuing to give yourself those seeds, those movements, that growth, that environment, those relationships, to make sure that you're nurturing it in the best way possible so you can make sure that you're doing what's best for you, okay? And lastly, angel numbers. Y'all got 999. These are angel numbers that you possibly may see throughout this month. This one says release. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of, like, new, better ones coming in. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as like a book of chapters and series can really help you when it pertains to, like, all right, that chapter is over. It's time for my next chapter. It's time for me to turn the page, baby, okay? So 999. Y'all also got 1818, willpower. All right, so wow, significant events are on the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will put you on your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming up for you, okay? Yeah, I got 2002. This one says the void. You have more control over your life than you realize. Learn and execute what interests you. Turn things around. It gets better with time. There are plenty of friends to make, so chill out, have fun, open up, and go the fuck outside, okay? And then lastly, 2424. This one says, good times. You are worthy of affection, you are worthy of leisure, and you are worthy of pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you are all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiply. So like I said, some of y'all may need to get your relationships, your family, your friendships together. Or maybe this may be a month to where some of y'all may be cutting some motherfuckers off, okay? But like I said, this is a month of healing, rejuvenating, refreshing, reminding, and also just kind of just doing what's best for you in this season of like pushing through. And you know, you will get to where you need to be. I really feel encouraged for my mutable signs this month, okay? Because it's like whatever y'all may be going through, once y'all reach the end of this month, maybe you're gonna be looking at this thing to where it's like, look, I've been through it, but look how I'm overcoming it. Look how I'm even continuing to push myself through these next 6 months, and look at the things that I was able to grow, heal from, accept, and move towards better in for my motherfucking life, okay? Mutable signs, this was your monthly forecast reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all asses next month. Bye.